begin. Just make sure that Twitch hasn't decided to unmute my stream, so I have to hear myself. So no, that's good. Okay. Considering I only played like an hour ago, I've forgotten what I was doing. Oh yes, stockroom. Refill. Flour and candy. Yeah, I decided after having, what, 3 or 4 art streams in a row, I needed to just not. Because it was making my brain melt. Really do wish there was a bit of collision when you're throwing boxes around. Just throw it at people. Candy goes here. And naturally, this is the music that would be playing at this store. It would be constant Diddy Kong Racing, over and over again. Okay, so you're you. Where you are one of the last. You're that one there. So yeah, we also have too many of those anyway. What else we need? More sugar, more pasta, more cake. Wow, they've gone through like 6 boxes of this. I have not insulted you at all, Ace. Never would I ever. You nerd. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a legal obligation to stream this at least once, and I could not be bothered to draw today, so. So as you two can start working. This lad's been working since like 8 o'clock, when 8 o'clock lasted for 10 hours. And please don't call the health inspector, because this milk has not been sitting on the shelf for 3 days. Unrefrigerated. I don't know why you would think that. That's just silly. Also, hi Darlo. Haven't seen you around for a while. How are you doing? It it does depend on the kind of milk. You can get long life, ultra high pasteurized milk that does last out of a fridge. Because that's what I use myself. Because I don't drink a lot of milk, so it just keeps them around just in case I need it for for like ingredients for something. So I keep it boxed up in a cupboard, ultra high treated, so it doesn't go horrible within like 4 days. I do love some of the things that they pick out. I have had customers turn up before and they've just like put 3 or 4 bottles of olive oil, and that's all they're buying. Just olive oil. And have you seen the price of olive oil lately? It's like ridiculous. Because I used to get through like maybe a bottle of olive oil a month. So I'd pick one up here and there. It's about £5, £5 for a litre. Not terrible. It's currently £13 a litre. I'm trying to think of the weirdest one. I think someone has literally just put down a single thing of peanut butter on the, and that's it. You got people like her that take 3 entire things of coffee. Oh, and just so you know, I've nicknamed all of them. They're all Roberto. It is a holdover joke from when we used to do stuff with snails on stream. When we nicknamed the dude who is there on cruise ships just to cook the women. His job title was Roberto. His name wasn't. His job title was. Therefore, all of these guys are called Roberto. You see, that kind of thing I can understand with the soap because what they probably do is they probably go home, melt it down, turn it into different soap, and then say it's handmade, and then charge 5 times the price for it. They just like put in some, you know, dandelion flowers or something to make it look like it's handmade, even though you just bought it from a shop. No one's buying the tea. Oh no, pasta. See, being someone that actually worked in a warehouse at one point for 3 months, because I did work at Land Rover for one small section of my life, and I also worked in retail for a year before that, like a year, like my first job, and the stock room was my baby. I would murder anyone that decided to mess up my organization. So I've organized this based on what position they are in the purchasing software. This is the first thing you can buy. This is the second thing, and the third, and so on. So it's cereal, bread, flour, oil, pasta, sugar, bottled water, and cheese, all in the first rack. And then repeat. And then I hope that doesn't get messed up when I inevitably buy the next license and get more stuff, because I did skip the like refrigerated stuff because I didn't want to buy more refrigerators yet. I mean, I do have enough now. Oh yeah, they're shut now, aren't they? They're... I'm just being that annoying manager just running around doing absolutely nothing all day, telling people to work and getting paid twice as much. Flour, flour, and flour. Mmm, delicious. I am going to judge what you... Oh, flour, flour, and pasta. These are all... People are all carb loading this week. Big spender. 3 whole tins of tea. I like you. Three things of coffee? Really? Chocolate and bread. Are you doing okay? Couldn't find dark coffee. It's because this bitch just... That dude walking down there took all 3 of them. And what are you talking about? There's like a shelf worth of it. Fool. Mmm. Profits. I see water, cereal, flour and rice. Which cereal? And rice. But before I forget, let's first... Bridge. Big juice, cola, soda, bio juice. Mmm, bio juice. That just sounds revolting. Okay, good, you're adding it to the bottom. You aren't messing around my stock room. So I can continue from the top. First, let's buy one of each, see how big the actual boxes are. Oh, you're all the same size box. That is wonderful. Okay, that needs to go on a shelf. That's fine. Don't tell Cross I figured out that one. Because he was getting annoyed the other day when he couldn't take something off a shelf. You know what I'm going to do? Let's organise it nicer. Voices. I think I have heard of Voices of the Void. I think Sheepa might have mentioned it to me. I've kind of not been playing many horror games lately, to be honest. The last quote unquote horror game I played was Dredge. I didn't look what the order was. Um, see, orange, soda. Oh, Voice of the Void the one with the satellite dishes? You have to keep going out. Yeah, I saw that ages ago. I watched someone play it and then promptly ignored the game. Apple juice, milk, and then the last soda. So apple juice, milk. It's the kind of game I looked at it, I was like, okay, interesting idea, but I would get really bored of it. Although, granted, it was like it was like a really. We're talking like it was sometime last year I saw someone play this, and I just like, okay, interesting idea, but it's a lot of just like running around with not actually doing anything from what I saw. Because like, there's a bunch of stuff that you did like in the area where you like rested and like had to put tapes in and whatever, and it's like, oh, there's something wrong with such and such tower. Go fix it, and then you spend 10 minutes finding that tower, just walking in generic Unity wasteland with trees, as I would like to call it. Oh, hang on. Oh, almost forgot that. Let's not sell things for the wrong price. Whew, that was close. Almost might have lost money. Never. Can we hire another worker yet? I need 2 more shelves, even though I'm not using 2 more shelves. If I did, I'd probably have to expand what I'm actually putting on there. So when you use the T. I'll see, for the most part lately, I've not been playing many games. Like, I have gone dabbled back in Minecraft because I was bored. Trying out the All of Fabric 7 pack, which is much like All of Fabric 5, except without the really useful destruction gadget that lets you nuke terrain in a nice, orderly fashion to perform the Great Flattening, which is a thing I always have to do so I can make my industrial hellscape. So I've been having to do it by hand. Found some digging claw artifacts and I'm just punching the ground until it's flat. How far away can we go? I haven't tested yet. A fair distance, actually. Why have they modelled all around the block? Yeah, you're damn right you're out of business. Took all your customers. Have you ever heard You're cannibalizing each other's sales. This is why McDonald's like chooses where your locations are when you become a franchise owner. I'm not selling a product without setting its price. I set them all just now. The milk, I didn't go and do it on the milk on the shelf. Hey, there's a lot of profit actually on that that I just lost. Like $7 whole. Oh, we're actually out of flour. Again. Why are these people buying so much flour? Always flour and pasta that sells out really quickly for some reason. Ah, yeah, HRT is always a pain to get on. I did end up stopping it a couple of years ago because my health went to shit. What with the whole locked inside for COVID thing. So until I can get my health back on track, I've had to stop. It is weird how easy it is to do. Like the name change things here is ridiculously simple. Welcome to don't shop at the cat shop. I mean, I have ordered the sign. You just have to assume that's what it says. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was like here. I think I booked an appointment with. We call them solicitors, but they're essentially like not a lawyer, but they're kind of a lawyer. They're like a generic, all-purpose, not courtroom lawyer. You walk in after booking it, you give them a thing saying, "Hey, I'm going to change my name. This is my full old name. This is my address. I'm changing it to this." And they say, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And you say, "Yes." And they say, "That will be £5, please. Would you like some notarized copies? That will be £2 each extra." So I paid £11 and changed my name on the day. And then I spent the better part of a week phoning everyone up saying, "Yeah, I need to change my name." And then sending out all the notarized copies so that everyone had records of it. Couldn't find flour. Couldn't find flour. It's the wrong kind of flour that you were looking for. We had flour here. Do what a normal person does and just buy the off-brand. Wow, this day demolished the storeroom. How dare they? Yeah, I know we don't have farine flour. I'm sorry. Blame everyone else that bought it. You know what I am going to do, though? Hey, Roberto 3. Good news. We can get through here now. You don't have to walk out on the streets to do your job anymore. Well, I suppose we best restock it all. Oh, I need to buy a new lamp as well. Make sure that's on there first. So 2 of you. Two of you, 1 of you. One sugar, 1 water, 3 cheese. The rice has gone down. So we do that, and then we add 1 more cheese. Is that coffee? 4 coffee, 3 egg. What I really would like is if there was a loading area and the restocker also took stuff from the pavement and stocked it for you. Because then I could automate the whole process and be a proper manager and just stand there staring and then get paid almost 6-figure income for the privilege. So how can I be an annoying manager if you expect me to actually work every now and then? I want to be like the manager I had in my first job, where if ever a customer asked her to do something, she would find one of us and gave the task to us so that she could stand there staring at the shop floor. And then she'd get a fucking bonus every year, and then we'd be there like, yeah, where's ours, please? We did the work. And she's also the one that kept fucking up my stock room. You have no idea the effort I put into making sure that stock room was immaculate. I like my nice orderly stock rooms. And I like being able to walk into a stock room and being able to find what the fuck I'm looking for. Diane. Okay, I can say her name because no one. I don't even know she's still alive. She was like 60 when I worked there, and that was like 20 years ago. She could be dead for all I know. See, that was the problem I had. It would because people would often be that it would often get that busy on certain days that people would have like took out one thing that was like from the back of the like the back of the stock room. They'd have took something out from here, brought it out, and then they've just put it back down here because they couldn't be fucking bothered to walk back here because there was other stuff they had to get done. And so then you'll go, I need to find that thing. You go to the back of the warehouse and it's not there. And so you walk out and say, sorry, we don't have any of that. We have a delivery on Thursday. If you check back then, we might have the thing you're after. And then 10 minutes later, you're walking around, go to find something else. And then you find the thing you were fucking looking for in the wrong end of the warehouse. So there were literally days. I know that because I also worked at the same place my mum worked for a while. I took over from her when she left to have my sister. Well, no, my twins. There's multiple mad things in my family. Multiple mad siblings. So she left to have some of my siblings, and I took over from her job essentially, because wonderful nepotism. I mean, it's not the good kind of nepotism where I become a billionaire, but it was a job. But she was the same as me. She was like, this stockroom needs to be immaculate. What the fuck are you people doing? Do you not have any concept of what a numbering system is? You know how you can count from 1 to 10? You could do the same with letters. Make sure the fucking numbers match. You start with A1, you end with Z10, and you go in order with like A1, A2, A3, so on, and go through. It's so simple. Yeah, but I don't want to. I like I like being able to do this. It looks nicer. Plus, poor Roberto's arms aren't that long. And I'm not buying him a ladder. Because that would involve an entire new set of OSHA guidelines that I'm already going to ignore. I already have more storage than I need. I'm just, at the moment, pretty much just keeping a single shelf of each item. Because that's, at least for now, enough. Speaking of enough, we need more money because we need to get more. Need more. Yeah, I pretty much put down my entire love of factory games to me working in that goddamn stock room. I got so into organizing it that now I like doing that on games separately because I'm weird. Oh, were you that one? I think you were because I screwed up and moved the stuff from there upwards on the one. Double check. So after peanut butter, it was flour. After peanut butter, it's flour, yeah. So also need... We can't buy more olive oil yet. Give me your money. Give me your money. Thank you for, for giving me all of your money. But yeah, now the only thing that would make this game better is if there were conveyor belts. And I could, like, sack these people and put robots there and just have just giant conveyor belts just bringing shopping to people. You walk in, you say, I want these things, and then the robots do the job for you. And then all these poor workers will have to get, like, universal minimum wage. No, I'm not thinking like a capitalist. I'm thinking like someone that wants to free these people up to live a life that's not fucking retail hell. First things first, we give everyone a basic income. Universal basic income. Everyone gets the same. So that even if you don't have a job, you can still live and be perfectly fine. You can have enough for rent, you can have enough for food, and you have enough for bills. If you want to get a job, to get more money, to get luxuries, by all means. Because for all we know, this guy wants to go and live in the woods and paint trees. But he can't, because he's working at supermarket. For 80, to be fair, $80 a day is probably more than you'd get in a week in America for this same job, but you know. No, I'm all for the transhumanist future where we can all just like be fucking android, half human, half robots, doing anything we want for fun and not having to actually work. Yeah, they do work 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that's not counting the time dilation effect of the clock stops because we still have a queue of people that you're having to serve. That is actually my secret to being a good boss. Is you make sure you can remote control the clocks. So you just make the clock stay at 9 p.m. forever and they can't leave. Yeah, as soon as you start, as soon as you just turn up, he's already busy. And then when everyone else has, been kicked out of the store at the end of the day, it just carries on. I think that, I think these might actually be Amazon drones. The future. I mean, look at that face. That's the face of Dwayne the Rock Johnson with hair. Game, I purchased more, even though I'm not going to use it. Now let me have my next person or whatever the upgrade was that I did this for. Oh yeah, the next restocker. I think I just need to wait for this to tick over to level 22 store. Now it's a horror game. The horror being every single label we've bought is glow in the dark. But the great thing is you could just never close, and people will still carry on walking in because the timer just stops at 9 p.m. but it doesn't stop people from spawning. So if you have a generously filled stock room, since obviously you can't buy stock after a certain point, you just make sure you have a big enough stock room, and then you're like, okay, just stay open till we run out. Make loads of money for one day. See, after we buy the next upgrade, I might start doubling up on what we actually have. And do one whole shelf of each item. My posture has been checked. It is terrible. Also, we just spent 400 and somehow we're almost at 1,000 again. Some person just turned up and spent like $100 or something. You best be scanning them all. Well done. You both need to work faster though. The only reason I've hired two of you is because one me on my own is the speed of you. I'm just lazy. The bread and the cake have gone up. What I should do as well with all these is actually like do the same thing I've done with the stockroom and put them out in the same order that I've got on these on the purchases. We don't actually have anything freezer wise yet, do we? Queen, when I've got the next restocker, we can start doubling up the shelves and having another aisle. Ooh. I could be really evil and just make a maze of aisles. So if you want to get some milk, you have to walk through all of the things that you really don't want to buy. Ah, come on, screw it. There should be enough in the stock. Or the pasta's gone again. This town is obsessed with pasta. Now, mine has this area where you can like have an ultimate boxing ring. So, you know, you might have aisles, but I have floor space that I didn't even need, to be honest. I could have like two sections of this. Could just not have been purchased. And it's actually not for discounts, it's for refunds. The refund policy is if you can beat the manager in a fight, you can get a refund. And then the manager walks out with boxing gloves and you don't get anything. And don't tell anyone, but there are weights in the boxing gloves. What's unnerving is how many of these people look like people I used to know. Or maybe they just had generic faces, I don't know. Let's see, what do we need? Everything. Hmm. So at least buy flour, pasta, sugar. That's the wrong pasta, but we'll take some anyway. Oh, this is so much easier on my brain than trying to draw it late at night. Get the susu in. That in. You're the wrong thing. Look, I helped. That is all the work I'm doing as your manager for the next week. Oh, we're also out of cereal and bread again. That's all fine. Whatever was before salt. Basmati, get some chocolate bars. So you can tell this is unrealistic. unrealistic because you actually can just carry on buying stuff during the day. This isn't how a real supermarket operates. If you run out of something, you're screwed. You wait until next delivery day. Would you people stop buying my things? Please. Oh no, they couldn't find basmati rice. It's right there. It's right there. It's in the storeroom. Did you think to ask? Did you think to ask? You'll be happy to know, and Roberto. We've got a new hire coming in. His name is Roberto. I'm not looking forward to when we actually have like a properly sized supermarket, and you have four people that are just sitting on the tills, and then four of these poor lads trying to restock the entire building constantly. I mean, this store is pretty much the size of the thing I worked at as my first job. Just imagine this down each side, and then a couple of like bits, a couple of like islands in the middle, and then one thing at the back. And it was all shoes. So many shoes. It's where I learned that Ugg boots should not be allowed to exist because they're glorified slippers and should not be worn outside. I totally don't wear my slippers outside when I go and take the trash out. That is true, it is realistic to be understaffed. Cereal cheese has gone down. And then something else changed as well, but I didn't pay attention. So we'll wait until the first person who wants it complains about it to remember what it is. Is there anything else we want to buy first? First of all, let's pay off a couple of bills, just get them out of the way. We can't afford more area yet. We could wait a bit and get the extra storage. Especially now we have two stockers, we can double up the storage. Yeah, I think that'd be the plan. We get this wall out of the way, increase storage. 2 lines of 4. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get stuff in because I can't throw it the way I'm thinking. Because with this being here, we can't put the line of 4 like we had before. Otherwise, I don't think they'll... I know that we can't get through, so they probably won't be able to either. So it'd have to have lines going this way. So maybe 2 and 2, 2 and 2 with a gap down the middle. I don't care if this is out. Wait, no, I do, because that's like one of the big profit ones, isn't it? The milk. We want the expensive milk. Because it's got a good markup. Three apple juices. Trust me, I've done that. Don't. Don't drink them all in one day. You will regret it. Your entire body will regret it. Don't do it. Just don't. Whatever you do, don't. For the sake of your bathroom, please don't. Haha. Beat you to it. You're too slow. Be. I could hear that road rage from here. Loud car honk and then just someone going. Rah, 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 rah. I'm going to preemptively buy that. Witness my invention. Wireless power. You're not impressed, are you? Have a good nap, cat. I'm probably not going to be going for much longer. I do want to sleep tonight. No, let's keep. Because those two get these ones get used up a lot, so we want them to be close. So we'll do that. Hey, Cookie. You get two more, and then we've got a nice little room. Everyone likes the huh. It is, in fact, the best thing I have. Give me two small racks. It's closed. It's 9 p.m. and I forgot to close. So everyone still keeps coming in and giving me money. It has turned midnight. I should probably actually stop streaming now and go to bed. It's amazing how time flies when you're being an asshole manager. Couldn't find milk. Boo hoo, boo hoo. We don't have any milk. It's 9 p.m. I didn't buy any milk. Oh, now I've mentioned it's 12 o'clock and I need to sleep. My brain has decided, yes, it is time to sleep. Come on, twins. Finish up. Get your shopping done. I want to save. Move to the next day. And then I can go to bed. Couldn't find pasta spaghetti. Yeah, a load of people could not find stuff that day because we just hadn't bothered to restock everything. Wait, we don't have a loan, do we? No. Where was that still going? The name of the shop is called Generic. Or what I'm going to be calling it is Don't Shop at the Cat's Place. Because Panicked also has also been playing this. But don't shop at his place, shop at my place. My place has the combat arena. He just has groceries. I mean, I don't, apparently. Right, let me do my layout and then I'm going to stop streaming and go to bed. I wish there was a snap to grid feature. There we go. Right, let's see. Who is online at this time of night? Will it be Stasi and only Stasi, as is normally the case? Oh my god, they've changed how the raid thing is. Oh god, I hate this. I really don't like this. They've made it. I mean, it's nice that they've put in a stream preview so you can like double check. But anyway, we're raiding Stasi. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Oh, bye bye.